To answer your question, yes, we are two adult women. And yes, we love Bieber, and that's why we're publicly stalking him.
We're crazy.
Hey! Maybe he's what America needs. One nation under beams. We're gonna be two less lonely girls. We're gonna be two less lonely girls. We love Justin Bieber, and let us be clear, we're not being ironic at all.
Hosted by Corinne Fisher and Rosebud Baker.
Welcome back, everybody, to Two Less Lonely Girls. I'm Rosebud Baker, and I have a very special guest today. He's very famous worldwide, not just in New York.
No. I'm famous in New York. I'm famous around the world. Very famous in New York.
Okay, sorry. He just needed to introduce himself, I guess.
Sorry.
This is welcome, CIPHA Sounds.
Hi.
Siph, thank you so much. Basically, me and Corinne are on the road this week.
Yeah.
And so I got CIPHA to step in, and because I didn't want to do this alone.
No, I'll hold you down.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He's very funny.
Thank you.
We're both here in Boston opening for Michael Che at, what is it called? Boston Calling? Boston Calling.
Yeah, festival.
Yeah, it's going to be mostly college students, I think.
Is it?
Probably. Boston is mostly college kids.
Yeah. And it's at Harvard.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's at Harvard?
That's what I read on the itinerary.
I'm going to bomb. Okay, so, all right, but I really want to get into this because I got a very interesting DM this week.
Yeah.
And we've been going into a lot of DMs from you guys, which have been a lot of fun. This should be interesting because I don't know if Siph, do you know anything about Justin Bieber?
A little bit. I don't think I know a lot of details, but I know some stuff.
But Siph knows a lot about the music world because he was a radio DJ in New York City for a long time. He's met a ton of celebrities.
Yeah.
What are your which ones are your favorites, by the way?
Celebrities?
Yeah, like celebrity musicians.
Well, like I'm a fan of, that's Outkast, like Andre 3000. Love Kendrick Lamar.
I love Andre 3000.
Yeah, he's the best.
So hot. Most Def.
You know what I'm saying?
God, all of my college years.
Yeah.
Listening to Most Def. He's a great actor too.
Oh, he is a good actor.
He's a really good actor. Okay, so but you never met Justin.
No, I met Justin Bieber.
You did?
Many times.
When?
Not many. I would say 4 times. He was on my show twice. If you Googled CIPHA Sounds Justin Bieber, he did a freestyle on my radio show because him and my co-host were friendly.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Oh, see, it worked out perfectly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How was he? Was it good? Was it terrible? I can't imagine him freestyling being great.
Oh, the freestyle was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, the freestyle was pretty good. Surprisingly, but at the time, I don't know how old he is, but he was young. It was before, people started dissing him. It was young Justin Bieber. But he was always cool. He loves hip hop, so he loved coming to the radio station. And then I met him another time at a show, I don't remember, maybe at the Barclays Center or something. But it's always different.
2 seconds. Okay, sorry, everybody. I had to stop. I needed to order room service, and I needed coffee stat. So, all right, you were saying at the Barclays Center.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was Barclays Center or maybe Summer Jam. We used to have this big concert. But, celebrities or art, especially musicians, backstage at a concert is never good.
Why?
It's too much, especially at a big concert where there's a lot of other artists. What I notice about celebrities and musicians, they're also groupies of other artists.
Yeah.
So they're not even caring about you wanting to meet them. They want to meet Meek Mill and other rappers and the cooler artists,
Yeah.
So I don't ever really try to talk to celebrities backstage because they're on their own mission. Now, if they talk to you, if they recognize me from the radio, cool. Then I'm friendly, but it's weird backstage. It's one-on-one at the radio station, always good.
Yeah.
But they're just little...
Was he fucked up backstage? Do you remember him being fucked up?
Like drugs or anything? I don't know. The problem is I don't do drugs. So
that shouldn't be the problem.
No, but I don't really... Sometimes I'll think someone's an asshole and someone will be like, he's high.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I don't even think about that because I don't get high.
Yeah. I have the same problem, and I used to all the time. But if I run into a friend who's ridiculously stoned, I'm just why are they being such a fucking dick to me? And it's people don't realize that when you're stoned, you actually come off being like a really fucking aloof asshole.
Yeah.
You know?
But I never go to stoned first because I don't get high.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's a dick. I'm like, and then they're like, yo, he's smoked out of his brain.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're both just like virgins. Yeah, all right. Well, I was interested about that. That's so crazy. He's really, I've met him once, but it was because I stalked him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How was that?
I legit like found out from somebody who used to work at TMZ where he was, and then I got in a lift in my pajamas.
In New York?
Yes.
I know exactly who told you.
Yeah? Do you?
Yeah, I bet you I do. I'll tell you later.
Anyway, so I found out, and I went there, and I just followed him for a long time.
What do you mean followed him?
I just, like, I met him, and then I wasn't ready for it to be over, so I did follow him.
You met him in did he see you following him, or you were like kind of on the low?
I don't think he saw me, but I also wasn't trying to hide it.
Wow.
And I also feel like he's used to it. He has a shitty life.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean?
Here's a girl following me. Not that that's rare. It happens every day.
Yeah. No, I mean, literally when I was following him, like I think one or two girls were like, should we follow him? And I was like, no, I'm following him. Like I had an interaction.
Yeah.
I had to alpha them.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of shitty life, this is actually, and I mean that sarcastically, I got this DM from this girl who is a listener of the podcast. I will keep her name confidential because she gave us some very interesting info. Let's jump into it. Hello, longtime listener of Guys We Fucked and now lover, weekly listener of Two Less Lonely Girls. You two compliment each other so much. Very hilarious. Thank you. No, thank you. Background on me, 23-year-old, living and working full-time on a private yacht in Sag Harbor, New York, West Palm Beach, Florida, seasonally. I have been in the yachting industry for 2 years and the private jet industry for 1. As you can guess, the job allows me into a freaky world that lets normal people cross classes and enter billionaire and celebrity land.
Yes.
That makes sense. Let's see. I'm trying to think of which details to leave out so that she doesn't get in trouble. Okay. In May of 2017, she was working on a private boat, 7 crew members, owned by a family in Indianapolis, not celebrities, just rich people from medical sales. While I was interviewing for the position in Fort Lauderdale, the captain let me know that their next trip, my first with them, would be unusual. The guests were Hailey Baldwin, Bella Hadid, Kendall Jenner, Justin Sky, and Renelle Medrano, friend/photographer. First, it didn't make sense. I was interviewing for a private boat. These girls don't own it. Hold on. These girls don't own it. The captain explained that the owner's son is dating Kendall Jenner's former assistant. Okay. That's complicated. The assistant had asked the boyfriend and his dad to use the boat for a girls' trip with her boss and friends. Regardless of this info, I wanted the job with or without the promise of a supermodel trip. Well, I'm glad you got it. Also, side note.
Yeah.
Who the fuck, what does Bella Hadid do? I swear to God, I've looked it up like 17 times and I don't know what she does. I don't know what she's famous for. I don't know. She could make makeup. I honestly, I don't know what her fucking deal is.
Is she related to, someone else has that name, right?
Yeah.
Am I thinking of?
Somebody has, I think she's related to someone famous.
That's not another model? What's the name?
Hadid? Bella Hadid?
I don't know.
Anyway.
What am I thinking of?
Whatever. She's like massively famous and I have no idea why. So she's like one of those.
Yeah.
After being on the boat for a couple weeks, the chef and chief stewardess start receiving guest lists and preference sheets. Wow. I couldn't believe I saw their names on the trip itinerary. I was used to working on private yachts owned by Jewish men from New York. The plan was to show the girls the Exumas in the Bahamas. Have you been there?
No.
Supposedly the most beautiful place in the Bahamas. From South Florida, the crew and I took the boat there. Days later, around 11 p.m., the girls were said to arrive by private jet. Okay, they arrived. They arrived late, and we greeted them with cool towels and champagne. What I can remember is them being extremely loud coming down the docks, nearly screaming. As they walked onto the boat one by one, they accepted our welcome treats. In the guest area of the boat, there were 4 bedrooms. Just in the guest area.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. How big is a fucking yacht? Like,
They're
how
pretty big, man.
How many? I mean, I guess they're like. Is a yacht like the same thing as like a Carnival cruise trip?
I mean,
this is how you know I'm not around money anymore.
No, it's not. It's not as big, but all the expensive stuff on a Carnival cruise ship would be the only thing on these yachts. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like all the suites of a Carnival cruise, there's no regular rooms on a yacht like this. It's all very nice.
Right. So it's all just like fucking king beds and shit.
Yeah.
All right. So 4 of those. Kendall and Bella shared. Hailey had her own room. Justine and Renelle shared. Renelle, that is the richest name. The assistant and her friend shared. Okay. The first time I entered Hailey's room to do a turn down, she asked me if I needed to be in there. I'm not sure if she was being an ass or genuinely didn't realize it was my job to be in her room. To make her bed, dry the shower after usage, clean out her garbage, organize her counter space. I thought about reasons they might have picked the rooms they did. Hailey rather be alone. Bella and Kendall are actually gay together or just better friends. Who knows? This is what I've said on the podcast is I feel like Hailey's a very private person because she's a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm. Isn't she religious? Like super religious? Super
religious.
Like,
yeah.
Like saved or?
Like her family is like saved. Like her dad is like, I mean, her dad was one of the Baldwins. So I think it's Stephen Baldwin. So Stephen had. It's
not Alec Baldwin?
No, it's Stephen Baldwin. And Stephen had a drug problem and now he's like a preacher.
Okay, got it.
And she's really into that like weird church.
Yeah.
That like plays like
church.
John Mayer music.
Yeah.
It's like open your legs for Jesus. I'm writing this because I thought you might possibly be interested to know what I noticed about Hailey Bieber. I am.
We are.
Most of what you two have speculated about her from your encounters and research is also what I concluded after a week with her on the boat while serving her mango and cleaning her bathroom, which was less pleasant than normal. Okay. Interesting. Less pleasant than normal is the nicest way to say that someone's a fucking slob.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, that's gross.
Yeah.
It's actually grosser when you say less pleasant than normal. She was not ashamed to blow up a toilet and leave it for someone else to see.
Wow.
It actually is kind of like a relief, though, because she's like otherworldly gorgeous. So the fact that she is flawed in this area makes me feel a little bit better about her.
What area do you think she's flawed in?
In the area of hygiene, personal hygiene. It's like when you see a gorgeous woman with horrible feet.
Yeah, I don't think that's the flaw. The flaw to me is like, you're going to clean this. Oh. It's like a power thing. That's what I think. That's the flaw I see. Like, I don't have to flush this. You're going to do it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, there's that too.
Yeah. I
don't think she even thinks about it because she's got that much money.
Born into it.
Yeah. All right. This woman says This woman thinks she's a freak who uses the brush to hide her toilet bowl skid marks. You're not a freak. That is actually just like a decent human being with good hygiene. I didn't once, just because Hailey Baldwin leaves her toilet covered in shit doesn't mean the rest of us need to. I didn't once notice Hailey smoking or drinking like the other girls. They had brought weed and cigarettes with them and they smoked a few spliffs a day. One of the nights Bella offered me the joint. It was great. That is fucking awesome that you smoked a joint with Bella Hadid, even though I don't know who she is or what she does. I did notice Hailey dancing a lot. Luckily, she has rhythm, or her dance moves might have been considered offensive. A few times I caught her dancing while looking at her reflection in the window. She was very supportive of her friend Justine's music and would constantly play it on boat rides. That's nice. Put your fucking phone away, CIPHA.
I was going to look up Bella Hadid.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing research.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm sorry I snapped.
It's okay.
She was very supportive of her friend Justine's music, would constantly play it. I couldn't tell if she seemed innocent or just simply level-headed. It felt like she had grown up in a tight-knit family and community. She does give off the vibe of somebody that was raised in a cult. That is her vibe.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
someone raised in a cult.
She gives off the vibe of somebody that's like raised in a cult. Like she has that like kind of Scientology smile.
Yeah.
Where it's like dead behind the eyes a little bit.
Right, but she grew up in that Hollywood life?
No, like she grew up she actually grew up with her mom is a model. Her dad is Stephen Baldwin. Yeah. They were very, very religious. Mm-hmm. And I think she pretty much flew under the radar for a while and then started doing like modeling.
Okay.
And that's when I think she got into, yeah,
that modeling world is crazy.
Oh, this actually supports your theory. Her room was a wreck, I do remember. She didn't mind living out of her suitcase, didn't take the chance to unpack. She was by far the most adventurous of her friends. She was the first one in the water always. We took a small boat to an underwater cave and none of the girls snorkeled inside it except for the crew, Hailey, and the assistant and her friend. I did witness her appearing to almost drown while swimming violently against the current behind the boat, fear in her eyes, realizing she wasn't going anywhere. It was really scary, and I offered her a hand as soon as I noticed. Okay, so you saved Hailey Bieber's life. Mm-hmm. That is one thing that she just kind of like glazes over in this DM, which I'm like, you fucking saved her life, dude.
Listen, I'm a skeptic. So that person who I'm happy you're sharing all this information, I feel that was a little bit of a sneak flex.
Oh, you think it was a sneak flex?
Yeah, like, that bitch was scared, and I saved her.
I saved her, served her mango, cleaned her toilet.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a sneak flex. But I'm still happy you gave us the info.
Yeah, and it's a sneak flex. That's fine. You're allowed.
Yeah, I appreciate sneak flexing.
Yeah, if you're cleaning somebody's fucking toilet, you can sneak flex all you want.
Just flex.
Your life is humbling.
Yeah.
All right. On one of the last nights, the girls were watching a movie and asked me to bring every type of chip we have on the boat. After delivering every bag I could find, they started asking me questions about me working on the boat and living on it. Eventually, Hailey found out my age and asked, very surprised, "Wow, so you're doing this after already going to college?" I didn't let her know I dropped out, but I could see her real curiosity about how interesting non-celebrity lives can be. Yeah, I get paid to work and live on a yacht. It's fucking weird. This was sinking in for them. I started realizing they're just girls with really complicated lives and many options in front of them. I saw Kendall photoshopping her ass for an Instagram photo, and she felt very familiar at that moment. Yeah, we've all been there. Another small realization, the more money you have, the less you need. Between fuel, dockage, provisions, and the trip cost the boat owner no less than $40,000. None of it paid by the girls. Their flight to the Bahamas was also covered by the jet company. She knows this because at the same time, Kendall had posted an ad for the jet company. And also from details from the crew. Bella and Kendall left new bathing suits and underwear for me. They all received goodie bags from a party or release before arriving. Sadly, Hailey didn't leave me shit. I thought about stealing a few things, but I went with my better judgment.
Good.
Yeah. As far as the other girls, Kendall was the most suspicious and skeptical. While all the other girls left their suitcases exposed, Kendall packed all her shit away as if she wasn't using it. It's like she knew I was going to go through it.
Yeah.
I tried. The girls hugged all 7 crew members before leaving except Kendall. Bella initiated the hugs. Sorry if this is uninteresting. It's certainly not breaking news or even useful, but I had a positive experience with Hailey, and both of you are right. She's extremely controlled and appears to have zero substance use issues or even desires. Of course, she was so beautiful it hurt. Glowing skin and perfectly skinny athletic body. I don't think there's any information to share, but please don't use my name. Okay, yeah.
Thanks, Janet.
Thank you, Janet. Oh shit. Fuck. So sorry.
I could see that about Kendall. Like Kendall? That's
no.
what she said?
No, it's Hailey?
No.
Oh, Kendall packing her shit?
Yeah, that family is like I know they have like a fucking boot camp of how to act.
Yeah.
Like to keep your shit tight. I know they do. Their stuff is too perfect.
Well, and it's so, if you're living a life that's so exposed like that, you kind of have to have shit like on lockdown.
Keep it
at all times.
As much in control as possible.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's certain things that that I won't put on Instagram just because it's weird, the little details that you don't want to give away. Like, you want to hold on to like little details, you know what I mean? And that's just like me. That's just me on social media, just like a regular person.
Yeah, so how would it be for them?
Yeah. It's kind of crazy to me that they, like, the amount of shit that they must keep secret.
Yeah.
But that's why I loved this DM, is because I was like, this is so private and like intimate. And I know it's not breaking news, but like, it's one of those things where you get a view into somebody's life.
Of course.
And I asked her, I was like, did you get a sense that she and her friends like talked at all about anything deep? Like, do you think they talked about anything that was like really interesting or like personal? And she was like, no, I never heard a single conversation talking about like relationships or family or like life philosophies or anything. It was just very surfacey shit.
Shit.
Like pop culture.
4 days?
Yeah.
Of nothing?
Yeah.
Because that's why you go on those trips to like Bahamas on a yacht, because it's private and that's when you can talk that shit.
Yeah.
Nothing. What do they talk about for 4 days?
If I was on a yacht, I would talk so much shit. I'd probably just make up shit just to keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like.
I wonder what that's a lot of time together.
Yeah.
I bet you they're on their phones 50% of the time.
100%. 100%. And I also feel like this was, I think that this is why celebrities end up like using so many crutches. Because like, even though they are famous and they have all this money, they're so lonely.
Yeah.
Their lives are so lonely.
Yeah, but I can't judge. I've seen a lot of them. I don't want to say they do it to themselves, but things they do lead to that.
Yeah.
Like
what do you mean?
Like, I know a lot of celebrities that can live a regular life, especially in New York. It's easier.
Yeah.
People don't bother you in New York as much as like, I'm sure like paparazzi's following you around in LA. You can walk around New York.
Yeah.
But like, so like with, all right, don't say my name.
Okay.
Just don't say my name.
Okay.
But like, I know Jay-Z pretty well. Jay-Z by himself hanging out, super fun. 2 guys, and can walk around. Like, I'm not saying he's walking around the streets, but can walk to the car or walk to the restaurant a couple blocks and be fine.
Yeah.
But when his wife is around, it's a movie.
Really?
Can't move.
Yeah.
No, it's 40 people.
Yeah.
You can't move.
I love that you just called Beyonce his wife.
Well, don't say my name. Don't say my name. But yeah, but like I've seen, and I'm like, I look at him and like, you know, he doesn't roll his eyes, but it's definitely like, this is a different part of my day. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like
You don't think he likes it?
I think he like, of course, I mean, he deals with it.
Yeah.
It's of course he likes the life, but he also laughs sometimes. He's like, I'm just going right there. You know, but with her, it's a whole different story.
Right.
You know, he's a rapper from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Move around the city, and then with her, it's superstar life.
Right. Like, he's just trying to go to the bodega.
Yeah.
And he can't.
Not if she's around.
Yeah. I could see how that would that'd be annoying for somebody that's from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like, grew up in Brooklyn.
He's pretty balanced the way he handles it, though. Which is what I'm saying. Like, you got to find that balance.
Yeah.
You know, which I think a trip on a yacht with your friends should be that.
Yeah. What do you think about the cheating?
Who?
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, that's another podcast. I don't think I don't think it's real.
You don't think it's real?
No.
Yeah.
I think it's very put together.
That's interesting. Yeah. I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, that's just me though. I don't know for sure.
To me, that makes more sense because, I mean, we've seen Jay-Z. He's not, you know.
What? Handsome?
Yeah.
Wow. Don't say my name. Don't say her name.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to judge men, but yeah, I don't think he seems cool.
Should I literally block out your name in the beginning of this?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yo, but you ever been in a room with him?
No.
Lights up.
Yeah.
The room lights up.
Yeah.
It's that Frank Sinatra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't matter. You can hate Jay-Z your whole life.
Yeah.
Hate him.
Yeah.
He's corny. Biggie was better. Nas won.
Right.
He's not even that good. He walks in, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's Jay-Z. I've seen it. I've seen it 100 times. He has that aura.
Right.
You know?
My friend, who's a comic, was like railing against Louis C.K. And then he was like, yeah, I shook his hand and I was like, there's no way he did it. Shook his hand one time at the cellar, was like, he didn't do it.
Nah, he didn't do it.
But that's like the star quality of these people. You know what I mean? You just like them immediately.
Some are fucking ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the ones that are like really huge stars.
Or the ones that you see that last.
Yeah.
You know, stand the test of time.
Yeah, they're fucking likable. All right, well, you guys, that is, I guess, pretty much it for today. I thank you so much.
No,
Siph.
I'm a fan. I'm interested in this now.
Yeah?
I want to get down. I might send you a DM.
Yeah,
It'll be under Janet.
Send us a DM under Janet and any other Janets out there that want to send in a DM. I fucking love going through these. It's just like, it's really fun to get, even if you think it's not interesting, it's like, it's fun to get a glimpse into somebody's life. Like what I loved about this was that there were so many details.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, skid marks is a fucking detail. Yeah. You know, this woman was fucking, and we got pictures. We got pictures of the bathing suits that were left behind. So I will post those when this comes out. Guys, thanks for listening. You can follow me on social media at Rosebud Baker and Siph.
Oh, yeah. You can please follow me, CIPHA Sounds. CIPHA, the word sounds spelled regular.
All right. Thanks so much, guys, for listening. Have a good week. Bye.